Welcome to Changing the Narrative with Red. Apparently, it's just Red. Um, but Stacy is joining in one. Actually, here he goes. Here he goes. Here he goes. Hold on. All right,
You there?
there we go. How you doing?
I'm good. How's my light
Tell the
look?
people
My light doesn't look that good to me.
we're already live. I just want you to know that.
Are you serious? Oh, what's up, y'all? Change the narrative is in the building. This is Big Jabu. I don't know who that other big head person is though.
We 4 minutes late because of who, Stace?
Because your mother.
What does she have to do with any of this?
Don't worry about it. Worry about yourself.
Anyway, I already welcomed the people to the channel. Anyway, we are here to share our lives and our journey in South Africa. If you like us, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit a like on this video if you find the information helpful. And if Stacy's head looks delicious and shiny, definitely hit the like button. Everyone will agree with me. Make sure you do that. Um, so, Stace, do you want to tell the people where you are right now?
So again,
Do you want to tell the people where you at right now?
I am in the great place called Lusaka, Zambia, and I'm having a great time. But what I can tell you is this: these people here drink too much, man. I'm not going to talk about that today. I'm going to save that for, I think, a Wednesday's podcast. But man, oh man, these people here had me drinking like I'm a fish. But I want to give a shout out to the three people that really, took care of me since I've been here. And then we're gonna get on to the podcast. We got Justin, we got Precious, and we got Lou. I thank you guys so much for taking care of me while I'm here. However, we're gonna save that for Wednesday's podcast because I know you guys are real interested in hearing, my experience in Zambia. So
Excellent.
today's podcast. What are you smiling
Wait,
for?
wait, wait,
Why
wait.
you? Huh?
You miss me?
No. Why is your head so big? So
Look,
today's
Malcolm X.
podcast. Huh?
Don't look. I said, look, Malcolm X. Don't come over here with this BS. I like. What's the problem?
Okay. So today's podcast is things. Again, as a lot of Americans move into Africa, but I think it's things that the Americans don't think about before moving. So several things that you might miss abroad, moving abroad. For us, it's been South Africa. So, Red, what's one thing that you missed?
I miss pizza.
That's how you're gonna start this off?
I'm sorry. Like I've tried all the places, and none of the pizza is as good as the worst pizza in the states.
Oh my
None of it
God.
is as good. I'm sorry.
Then why your lips not moving?
What do you mean?
Okay, they moving now. They moving now. My bad. I'm sorry. But no. See, I'm on like some serious stuff. You worrying about pizza.
I'm serious too. And this is not in any particular order because of course, I miss my family. I miss my family, obviously. But that's
Okay.
like a thing. Like you didn't say people, you said what, not who.
Well, my thing is this, of course, family is number one. Family functions, not being able to attend like, your niece and nephew's graduations and birthdays, uh, weddings. Yes, that's definitely one of the things I don't think that Americans really take into consideration when they move. I had a friend that messaged me a few days ago and said, "Yo, I miss you, dog." I didn't know how to respond to that. You know, because I can miss him, but I can't. I don't want to be back in the States for nothing. You know, not really nothing. You know, I think for the most part, everybody. Can you read the chats on your end?
Yeah, it's just
Okay,
people
okay,
saying hi right now.
okay, okay. But no, I think
Can you see the chats? Because I'm only gonna be able to be on for like 10 more minutes. 10
yeah, I
minutes.
can see it. I can see it.
Okay.
So yeah, my first thing is you're definitely gonna miss functions. And you got to deal with that because it's a long flight. There's no way in the world, your niece gonna have a birthday February 5th, and then it's another birthday March 3rd, and you're gonna be able to attend both.
Yeah,
That's a long.
it's just a matter of like people have to be considerate of the fact that you all the way across the world, and so they have to tell you like months in advance, like, hey, we're having a big 40th for so and so and so. And you got to just really pick and choose who and what events you're going to go back for and what you're not going to go back for. And so for me, I I committed myself to go back once a year. And so I prefer to go like during the spring or the fall, and unless somebody tells me before I plan my trip, I ain't gonna be able to make it. And that just is what it is. Like my daughter is our daughter is she's a theater.
Well, I guess she's done. She still got that raggedy old internet. But listen, my thing is this. Honestly, when I left, I had already knew that I wasn't going to be able to attend functions. You know, I think most people that watch our podcast know that I am completely done with America. Um, the pink people can have all of that stuff. I don't want anything to do with it. However, there's only 6 reasons why I would go back for, a short period of time, and that's my kids, you know. Um, because I have no interest at all. When I left completely. You know, um, when we left, we got rid of everything that we owned. We have no kind of assets. All we have is kids and family. So I didn't. My thing. I don't know about my wife, but my thing. I didn't want to be 1 foot in and 1 foot out because when times get hard, it's easy to say, you know what, I'm just going to pack my stuff up and go back to what's convenient, what's easy. I didn't want us to, just to give up like that. So your internet still sucks over there?
I feel like he did kick me out, honestly,
Not yet.
because
Soon.
there's nothing wrong with my internet. The internet's only messed up when Stacy's here.
Where my pups at?
They knock the hell out.
Oh, okay.
They are very,
So
very sweet. Actually, yeah, they're very, very sweet.
okay.
Look, I got this thing on lock, Stace.
My name is Jabu. Please address me as such.
No,
Well, I think I'm gonna have to go and kick you out then.
I'll end this whole live
Ah,
right
you are
now.
the one. You are the one that pulled it up. You're right. You're right.
I will end it all right now.
Mm.
Thank you.
So another thing that you guys are going to miss that I don't think some people take in consideration is all you sports heads. I got a message this morning from one of my guys. He's telling me all the sports that's going on and everything, who's NFL, NBA, and all of that. You're going to just be a sports center junkie because all the sports come on at 4, 5, 6 o'clock a.m. I'm not getting up to watch anything at no 4, 5, 6 o'clock a.m.
You may as well. The pups be having you up at 5:30 anyway.
But then I go right back to sleep
No, you don't.
most of the time.
No, you don't.
Sometimes. But it's not
Mhm.
going to always be that way. The pups are going to sleep eventually till 8, 9, 9 o'clock.
Do you miss Savannah, Stacy?
Man, listen here. I got about 7 of them inside my freezer right now. Savannah is in Zambia. We went out a couple days ago to this place called Granddaddy. I had to drink. We ordered 12 Savannahs. Like I said, I'm gonna save that for another podcast. But we did the most.
You want to tell them about the thing?
What thing? What happened to me?
Yeah.
When we do that right now?
No. Do that on your own time.
This is my own time.
It's about to be. Let's see. Jabu as in Jabulani or my
Yes, Jabulani.
Have other names starting in Jabu.
Yes, Jabulani.
What does that mean? Like joyous?
Happy. So
if they knew you, they would have gave you the name that means ignorant.
You know, I have 5 fingers, and I have no.
Like, is there a name for that? Is there a name for a-hole?
Yeah, it's called your daddy. It's called your daddy.
I just want to know.
So listen. Okay, we already did you did the food. And how about family conversations? You know,
I talk to my peoples all the time. I don't miss nobody like that. Anybody I want to talk to, like I figure out a good time. Like I know what is a good time to call that person, and I just talk to them. And we video chat. Like it's. I don't miss people in that way.
You know, for me,
doing stuff together with my kids and stuff like that.
You know, for me, it's a hard no. I don't speak. 10 out of 10 people I talk to on the phone are South African.
Yeah, because your American people sick of you. Oh, whose internet is janky now?
That was yours. I'm in a hotel. I'm on a resort.
I didn't drop. I never dropped my camera. I bumped the camera and the camera stopped working, but I never dropped off the call.
Okay. I wonder is my relocation a result of not communicating with family? You know, because since being here, I haven't spoke to my dad. I haven't spoke to my moms. You know, me and my sister, oh man, I love her dearly. I don't think I've spoke to her since I've been here. And I understand the phone works 2 ways. You know,
Do you?
Yeah. But even my brothers, you know, I speak to my brothers maybe, I don't even know, not much. You know, I'm just here enjoying everything. And that's not to say I don't have time to talk to people on the phone. I guess I'm living in the moment right now. Even though we've been here a year and some change, like a year and a month, I'm still just living in the moment. You know, so I don't know. What's the cheapest state city living in the US? I don't know. You need to ask somebody from the US that, bro.
The cheapest city, like you have to be off city to like you need to live outside the city if you're trying to save money. Like if you move into Houston proper, you're gonna be spending more money. But if you move like to the outskirts, like the burbs, depending on which burb, like it's usually a little bit cheaper. Like we lived in Katy, and when I had to go into the office, I commuted into Houston to go to work. I mean, it just depends on what kind of lifestyle you're trying to live, what's going to be cheaper. And
I don't think anywhere is going to be in comparisons to South Africa as far as.
No, of course not. That's not what the question was. It wasn't about comparison. It was just like
Uncle Reggie said the hood is pretty cheap.
I wasn't even considering the hood because that's not an option for me. But if it is, he's right.
Yeah.
South Carolina. You know, I would agree because I went to the projects in South Carolina and it looked like a regular apartment complex. So
Don't talk about my state. Don't talk about my state like that.
You can move. No, I'm just saying the projects look like a regular apartment. They don't look like the projects in New York or Baltimore or something like that. It doesn't look like that. It's just like a cheap ass apartment complex, a regular cheap ass apartment complex. So
Yeah, I
I
agree
don't
with you.
know. Maybe you
I
could
agree
probably
with
rent
you.
a house.
You know,
And
one of the other things that I think we miss is like having those conversations with our kids, those meaningful conversations
I don't
with
because
our
I already
kids.
got them.
I know you have those, but like this morning, I was going back and forth with one of my six, and it was a tearjerker, man, because I wanted to be there for her, you know, going through whatever she's going through, and I just couldn't do it. And when I got off the phone, it really bothered me, you know. And then she was like, "But when you coming back?" And I'm like, ooh, yeesh, never, never. And you know, it's just hard, especially when they like really, really, really need you, when they really counting on you to be there physically. You know, another friend of mine told me today, it was said that at least nowadays, you know, you know, like what we talking on now, so they can see you, but it's still not the same, especially like if one of your daughters really need you. You know, my daughters is my weak points. You know, my son, I ain't worrying about him. He's gonna be a man. But my daughters is my kryptonite for the most part. You know, like those daughter daddy movies. Oh man, I don't know. So yeah, one of mine hit me this morning, and you know, she had my ears and she had my heart. She had my tears, and I really wish I could be there for her. So I'm hoping she come visit real soon, and we can just sit down and talk.
Well, I mean, you could go back
No,
when I go in March.
no, no.
Mm.
That's not an option for me. Like I said, the white people can have the pink people can have all of those states.
Well, I will say this in closing because I'm getting ready to head out. And Stacey, this is your show.
It's
Um,
always my show, and
it's
my name
40
is Jabu,
people.
and my name is Jabu.
Okay, Stace. There's 40 people in the chat, 44 people in the chat now. Make sure you smash that like button because the algorithm likes when you like it. So if you like it, then it likes it, and then other people can see our video and then they can like it. Y'all know how it works. Y'all know how it works. Make sure you hit the like button. So in closing, I will say there's no like if things didn't go right here, I would be looking at another country to go to versus going back to the States. Like the only way that I would go back to the States, it would have to be like somebody in my family's having a health problem and I have to be there to take care of them, or it's got to be something like that for me to go back permanently because I've experienced what it's like not to be there. I don't know how else to say it. Like I've experienced what it's like not to be there, like the weight off of my chest, like the lightness on my shoulder, you know what I'm saying? Like the the just everything about it. Like I don't want to I don't want to go back to that. You know what I'm saying? Like I really don't. I really don't. So like if, regardless of like me missing, I miss my kids, I miss my grandchild, you know, I miss a lot of stuff, but none of it is enough for me to like want to go back at the end of the day. That's what I'll say. And then one other thing, condiments, even though they have the same condiments that we have in the States here, it's not the same. None of it is the same. Except for like we did find some American mustard. Like you have to really like search around and find like as close to the equivalent as possible.
And then
But
buy all of it.
and then buy all of it, like damn everybody else. Like, if y'all go to the store and you see that the Hellman's is gone, no, it's not Hellman, it's Hellman's, right?
Yeah,
If y'all go to the store and you see all the Hellman's is gone,
I
we
got
took
it.
it. We
Like
have
really,
all, like
like
we
really,
have it for
like
sure.
really,
We
really,
took
like really,
all.
really. We got like 100 of them inside there.
You got to have the good mayonnaise for the sandwiches, for the potato salad. No, you can't play around with that. And then we found one type of mustard that tastes like U.S. mustard, just one. And whenever we buy like 4, 5, 6 of them at a time. The pickles, I don't know what y'all did to the pickles. They not right. I have to make my own pickles. The pickles not right. They not right. There's always some weird sourness or sweetness where it's not supposed to be. Ain't no garlic in it, no crushed red peppers. I don't know what y'all are doing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But those are my main things. And I think that I feel like, people who are considering moving abroad, it's definitely a lot of, like, I encourage you to do a long-term visit before you come, because even like hair products that you're used to using, they might be way more expensive than what you normally pay in the States because they're imported. You know what I'm saying? Like, there might be medicine that you need that maybe is extremely cheaper here, that might be a really good selling point for you to move here. So it's just a lot of things. Like, I encourage people to do a long-term visit before they actually decide to move, because then you get to experience all the ups and downs of a country, of living here. You know what I'm saying? Because everything's not rainbows and sunshine. Like, there are some things that you have to adjust to or decide that you don't want to deal with. You know what I'm saying? So that's my advice, and my experience. And on that note, I'm just going to take a look at the comments real quick and I'm going to be out.
I want to know what this person mean by stop the cap, though.
I don't know.
'Cause I have no
So
idea what he capped
Claudia
about.
wants to know why you're in Zambia.
I'm handling visa business.
Ray, you just missed Jabu. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. So by the time he comes back in a couple of days, I'll fully miss him and I'll be happy that he's coming back home. But like, everything's going fine. I know Stace was worried about me and the pups being here by ourselves, but we're good.
Yeah, I definitely worry about my pups. Go ahead, read the comments.
I am. Yeah, it is a different culture. You got to get used to it. I saw Hellman's mayonnaise and Pick and Pay during December. Oh, that's out of our range.
I don't even know. I don't even know
So
where that place
y'all
is
can
at.
keep your mayonnaise.
Yo, I don't even know. I don't even know where that place is at.
That's how I
Mafeking?
know it's out of our range.
Yeah. I have no idea where that's at.
I don't. I don't know where it is either. That's how I know it's outside of the range. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're in like the 30-minute range of Joe of our house in Glen Vista. So if you in that range and it's mayonnaise lacking, we're coming for you.
Yeah,
Don't plan on no sandwiches.
that's right.
What's with the American consumer and pickles?
Pickles go
Consumer.
good on the sandwiches, and just eating it
Like,
by
what do
itself,
you
the pickles good. I'm
like?
thinking.
What do
I'm
you?
thinking. I'm thinking this person here, Philo,
What's like?
knows.
Just like, what's with our obsession with
Yeah,
pickles?
like mainly. Why y'all like Hellman so much? You know what I'm saying? Something to that extent.
Look, man. Let me tell you something. Like,
A good
when
pickle
I
makes
was
a
when I
sandwich.
was when I was growing up, when you went to the deli, they would have like this big, gigantic 10-gallon container of pickles. And then somebody would stick their arm in it elbow deep to grab you a pickle to go with your sandwich. And when I tell you that was the crispiest, saltiest, tang, like not even a tang, it's like salty and savory and crispy and crunchy. And oh, It just goes with a good sandwich. And I just like the little sliced ones. I'll just eat those things like chips. Like I love pickles. I have high blood pressure, so I'm not supposed to be drinking the juice, but I be getting a little. It's just so good, and it'd be like garlic and peppercorns and stuff all at the bottom, and dill. It's just so good.
Yo, you hear what Uncle Reggie say?
I thought black folks didn't like mayo. Okay, black people like mayonnaise, but there is a stereotype that wahites love mayonnaise on a different level. Like they be putting it on their desserts and stuff. Like
No,
they be
I
having
think
mayonnaise in their desserts. Like they be making fruit salad with mayonnaise, and that's nasty.
if he would have said Miracle Whip, I would agree with him 100%.
Ooh, I
If
don't
he
know
had
because
said
black people that like Miracle Whip too. It's a lot of black people that like Miracle
that
Whip.
is nasty. If you
Miracle Whip.
if you black and you
I
like
used to like
Miracle Whip,
Miracle
you need to
Whip.
be destroyed.
I used to like Miracle Whip. I used to,
Me
but
too.
now it tastes like sweet fluffed mayonnaise. I don't know. It's a weird taste. It tastes very chemically.
Savini, you know how heavy our luggage would be if we put mayo in our bags every time we go to the States? Ah, it'd be too
And then
heavy.
like a lot of time, like the jars are glass,
Yeah,
and then the ones that are plastic they squeeze, and I don't want to end up with mayonnaise all over my stuff.
yeah.
Why not make your own mayonnaise? Because Hellman's does it better. What do you
Yeah.
mean? Homemade and plus homemade mayonnaise like separates sometimes, and then it doesn't have the shelf life. And who doing all of that? Who doing all of
If I'm
that?
gonna do that, I'm gonna make me some pop. I'm not doing that for no mayonnaise.
I'm not doing all that.
No.
I'm not doing all that. Stockpile Hellman's mayonnaise when you go to the States, right? Yeah, we just talked about that.
Yeah.
Mayonnaise is American culture. Potato salad sandwiches. Potato salad sandwiches.
No,
No.
I think it is forgot the comma.
Oh. Hellman's, Duke, etc. American thing. Pickles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And potato salad is actually German. We just blacked it up and made it better. We
How
take
did you
all
know
kind of
that?
like black people spaghetti and Italian people spaghetti is two different recipes.
I
Two
like
different
black people.
recipes.
You like
I like
Italian
black
people
people
spaghetti.
spaghetti
I
too.
like black
You
people.
put green peppers and mushrooms and whatever is in the fridge and need to go get cooked. Put in that daggone spaghetti. And you mix the noodles in together because you know what? Nobody has time to be putting two separate.
Your spaghetti is not that good though. Your spaghetti ain't that good.
I usually don't mix up my spaghetti, but like sometimes like with the kids, I would just mix it up because then they could just put it in the microwave and go on about their business.
First of all, you're not going to ignore what I said about your spaghetti don't taste that good.
I don't know what you're talking about because my spaghetti tastes more like traditional
Something come
Italian.
out of a can. Something come out of a can.
Mayonnaise and USA are like twins. They do put mayonnaise on everything, you know.
That's right, Reg. You got to put some sugar, a little bit of sugar in that mayo, in that
You got
spaghetti.
you got to if you doing it the black way, you got to put a good amount of sugar in there. Some people like their spaghetti like sweet. Ugh. Mm.
Oh, Red, read that.
Are the palm are the palm colored people in America as guilty of eating food that tastes like cardboard as they say they are? Because here in SA they don't eat cardboard tasting food. Um,
First of all,
I'll say this. When I was a young whippersnapper and I was working at T. Rowe Price, one of my really good friends, she was white, like one of the best people you ever meet. My ginger buddy. Okay, we were at lunch and she had a chicken breast that she had made and some string beans. Like that's what she brought for lunch. And I was looking at the chicken. I was like, did you put anything on the chicken? Like, Ain't nothing on there. She's like, oh, I'm gonna drizzle some honey on it. I'm like, but it's still no seasoning, no. She said, I put salt and pepper. Some no onion powder, no garlic powder, no paprika, and no crushed red pepper. Nothing. And I was like, all right, look. This is what you gotta do. Get you some Lowry's. I told her, get some Lowry's, season all, and I got everything in there. You can put it on everything. It's gonna be great. I'm like, and this is what you do with your vegetables. You cook them in chicken broth instead of just water. It's gonna be delicious. She came back to work the next day. Oh my God. And it was just a little Lowry's, some chicken broth. So I would say that like it is a stereotypical thing, but like even white people agree. That's how a lot of them do. Now there are some white people who know how to cook. Like what's that lady who I always use her cake recipes, Stacey? Paula Deen.
Paula Deen.
That white lady can cook something. Okay, them real country white ladies, they can fry some chicken, they can cook. But up north, so yes, it's true. It's true. It's very true.
You know, that's the way. See, if that was my friend, I would have told her the same thing. But I'm not putting no chicken broth in my water. No, what I'm gonna do is, see, when I cook, I cook high blood pressure food. You know, I cook food that tastes good forever. You know, I'm gonna put a neck bone in that water and boil it down. A neck bone and some onions and some peppers and boil it down until the meat just falls apart and it's just grease just laying on top of the water. And I'm gonna put that stuff inside that. That's real country cooking for me. That stuff you talk about, that's the pink people cooking.
Hold on. Why my camera keep doing that?
Because your head is the size of that pickle jar you was talking about earlier.
Or your mama. So look what he said. Red changed that white girl life overnight. That's my homie, yo. Sunday soul is mayonnaise. Just mayonnaise? What you put the mayonnaise in? We need more details. Is that your ancestral Bantu name you chose?
Nah.
No, somebody else chose it for him.
I'll tell that story after you know.
Just leave the olive oil mayonnaise for the rest of us. Absolutely. Nobody wants it. Y'all can have it. Uncle Reggie said, I got trust issues. If I get spaghetti from black folks, it's separate.
It definitely tastes better separate.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's just sometimes it just be more convenient to mix it all together, especially when you make a huge pot, you got a bunch of kids. Like, you want, like, just go on about it. But
then the reheat of the noodles doesn't heat right the next day also. They be all sticky and you know what I mean? So it does make sense just to go in and mix it.
Beautifully said at Red regarding doing a long-term recon, care of being familiar with all the ups and downs. Glad you agree. Appreciate you. When you cook an SA, do you cook with lots of seasoning as you do in the States despite SA food having less chemicals? I still feel like I use a lot of seasoning. That's just because that's what I'm used to. Stacey, what do you think?
I cook with less. I mean, you always say, "Yo, where's the salt?" You know, some people know when we first got here, I was diabetic, and after 4 months, I was no longer diabetic, and I definitely think that's because of the food is more healthier, and I definitely use less seasoning. I use less salt, but still the same amount of everything else. Mm-hmm. But I use less salt. You know, she always saying, "Is there salt in this? Did you forget to put salt in that?" No, I just don't put enough. I don't put the same amount as I used to.
Salt and fat are flavor. You know what I'm saying? In moderation. And I feel like if I'm gonna eat something, I want to taste good. Now my food is not salty, right,
No,
Stace? Do you
no,
agree?
it's not.
My food is not salty. It's just that I prefer to make like dishes that like soups and stews and like things that are long cooked in layers and layers of flavor. That's the kind of food that I really, really enjoy because like it has a lot of flavor without you having to put a whole bunch of salt and stuff like that in your food because all the flavors are layering over top of each other over the course of a long cook time. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I like my food to taste good. You know what I'm saying? If it tastes like it's missing some salt, look, it says salt is a high blood pressure. That's not
Yeah,
the reason why I have high blood pressure. I have I it doesn't have anything to do with my salt intake. So um and most of the time when you have high blood pressure because of your diet, it's not just because you're putting salt in your food, it's because you're eating very, very processed food, which has chemical sodium in it, and a lot of hidden sodium. Even like the diet meals and stuff that are like popular in the States, like a lot of those meals have like a ton of salt in it. So like flavoring your food to the point where it tastes good with sea salt is not the same thing as eating like super processed foods with thousands of milligrams of salt per serving. It's not the same thing. So I'll just say that.
I agree. But I definitely, to answer the question, I definitely cook with less salt. But I still use the same amount of everything else.
Stacy, you say you don't cook with salt because you use seasoned salt. Like you will use seasonings that have salt in it and be like,
No,
there's
I
no
don't.
salt in this.
No, I
Like
don't.
it
No, I
is
don't.
salt in it.
No, I don't.
You use lemon
Are you
pepper
gonna are
seasoning.
you
It
gonna
is salt in
have
it.
these 47 people? Just you gonna be lying to 47 people right now?
Stacy, so you don't be telling me like I
My
didn't put
name is
any
Jabu.
white salt in it.
My name is Jabu.
You know that?
I said that when I didn't know any better. I was probably drinking then.
So you don't be drinking no more?
Not no more today.
So you're not gonna drink any more today?
Not no more today.
You're not gonna drink any more today?
You a parrot?
I just don't believe you.
Not no more today.
I don't believe you.
Yo,
I don't
yo,
think anybody believes you.
I had one Savannah this morning at 9:30
Oh, wait. Sorry, go ahead.
when I was prepping this podcast, and I haven't had anything since then. I've been drinking
That's
water.
that's wonderful. Uncle Reggie says, old folks say don't eat any homemade spaghetti from a young lady you're unfamiliar with while dating.
Uncle Reggie, can you please explain why?
You don't know why,
I want him to explain why.
but you know
Uncle
why.
Uncle Reggie seems like he's a old wise man. That's definitely an old wise man name. So I would love for
Stacy,
Reggie to.
you know
Uh,
why though?
yeah, I know why. I know why.
Y'all tell us in the comments. I ain't saying it because it's nasty. Y'all, if y'all know, say it in the comments, and then y'all get in trouble. um,
The secret
so
ingredient. The secret ingredient. Oh my God. Y'all are horrible.
oh my god. All right, well, for real, I gotta go. I've been on here for 22 additional extra minutes because I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? I love talking to y'all. Um Stacy be having us missing our lives. That will not happen again. Correct, Stacy Morrison?
My name is
And we not gonna
Jabu.
be late no more, right, Stacy Morrison?
My name is Jabu, and I'm still searching for my surname. Can you go ahead and get off so I
Anyway,
can?
Love y'all. I appreciate you. I love you, husband. I miss you.
Love you too. Bye.
You looking
I'm
forward to
staying
seeing
on.
me?
I'm staying on, y'all. I have a rant.
And make sure you tell him about the thing. If you want
What
to. If you want
what
to.
thing? What thing?
The thing.
Okay. Before my rant, y'all want to hear this. Before my rant, this is what happened. The first
No,
night I got here.
no, I gotta go. You tell him I don't want
Bye.
to be involved.
Bye.
I don't want to be involved. Okay, wait, I want to answer this question real quick.
Y'all
How
don't go
prevalent
nowhere. I'm staying on, y'all. I got a rant.
how prevalent is processed food in SA? Do y'all think there's any foods that are dangerously headed towards over processing? Oh man. I honestly feel like in South Africa, like if you go to the grocery store in the States, there's like two or three like huge aisles of processed food. But here, you got like a little section in most of the stores, like maybe two sections where you got like your frozen lasagna and like like burrito, like whatever kind of stuff that's in the freezer out. It's like two sections where you've got the processed food, like you just pop in the microwave or the oven or whatever. It's a lot less options of processed foods. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the ice cream here is a little bit over processed. Um, it just don't taste like a lot of ice cream doesn't taste like milk, like it's made out of milk. You know what I'm saying? Like I think the ice cream might be a little bit over processed here, but I think that might also have something to do with load shedding because melting and refreezing due to load
Makes
shedding
sense.
could be like a big problem, and that might the texture and the ingredients in ice cream might be a way to combat losing product. Um, but I mean, I just feel like there's a lot less options for processed food here. Like even the fast food restaurants are like they're back there actually um, frying fish. They're not like pulling it out of a bag already battered and just putting it in the freezer. They're taking real fish and dipping it in the batter and they're putting it in the fryer. Like even at a fast food restaurant. So I just feel like the food is better quality here. Everything's better quality here.
Healthcare, food. Yeah.
Thanks, Uncle Reggie.
What did you say?
We appreciate your contribution to the Mayo
Oh,
Fund.
the Mayo Fund. Thank you, Reggie.
Thank you. All right, Stacey, I'll let you go ahead and take this last question, okay? And then and tell your story, do your rant. I won't be here. I got to get back to work. But I really enjoyed this. As always, I appreciate y'all. Husband, I love you. I'll talk to you later. And yeah, y'all keep it pushing. It's 48 people in the building. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe if you love us. And I know you do because you like nice things.
All right. Peace out. So, y'all, this is what happened to me. This is what happened to me, y'all. And y'all don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me. But this is what happened. So I got here on a Friday morning. I had no intentions of really like going all out. I just wanted to hang out and just chill pretty much. So before I got here in Zambia, I had reached out to a young lady named Lou and a guy named Justin. So Justin picked me up from the airport. We riding around Lusaka. We get to the liquor store, my favorite place to go. Next thing you know, I checked in my resort, and Lou comes through, Precious comes through, and Patience. I'm sorry, Patience comes through, and now next thing you know, we at the biggest one of the biggest pubs out here. Y'all, I drank so much it was ridiculous. The food is good, the drinks is good, the music is good, everything was ridiculous. So fast forward, I get back home at 3:30 in the morning, all the way twisted. I had to get up to use the bathroom. I forgot where I was at. So I walked outside the resort at 6 o'clock in the morning. The door locked behind me. I had my boxes and a beater on. So I'm outside the door, outside my room door at 6 o'clock in the morning, drunk with my beater and boxes on. I had no idea where I was at. So now I'm banging on the window. Red, let me in. Red, let me in. Whew. I'm beating on the window. I'm looking around. I'm like, y'all know we got puppies. So I'm like, oh man, where the puppies at? So I'm thinking I took the puppies outside and they ran away. So now I'm hysterical. I'm running around here with my boxers on and a beater on, looking for my damn puppies. So eventually I like, okay, hold on. I wake up. Oh man, I'm not at my house. So now, again, I got my boxers and my beater on. I have to walk around the whole area to get to the receptionist to get an extra key. Talk about embarrassed. Good thing that it was that early and nobody was there having breakfast. So I'm creeping around the side of the building, looking before I actually move. Nobody was inside the restaurant except the lady cleaning, and she ain't see me. So then I get around to where the reception is at. When I checked in, it was 5 females. I'm like, man, I hope these 5 females are not here because they're going to be seeing all kind of stuff that they should not be seeing. So I reached around the corner. It was a guy sitting down. So I said, hey, bro, can you get me a key? I'm locked out my window, out my room. He ain't asked me no questions. He just got up, got me the key, and I creeped right back around to my room. And that's my drunken story for the first day I'm in Lusaka. Yes, that's my story. But listen, now I have a rant. Let me open my phone to make sure I get all of this out the right way. So, I don't want to get anybody confused, but hold on. I'm 6'2", so someone told me, like Jabu being that drunk would be a lot of. So, okay. So just let everybody know, us moving to South Africa was the absolute best decision that we've ever made. We're extremely happy being here. When we got here, for me, I didn't want to be treated any different than any other person, any other melanin person. It took me some time to actually realize that I am different because, like I said, we all look alike. You know, only thing separates me from you, is when I talk. You know, that was my whole mentality. But over time, I definitely come to realize that I am, you know, different because of where I grew up at. And people treat me different because of that, and I don't like that. But you know, it is what it is. First, I'm American. When people see me, I don't think they see a black person. I think they see an American person first. Which I don't get. To me, it's still crazy. To me, it's still crazy that, you know, when they see me, they see an American. They don't see a black person. Even the Afrikaans, even some of the black folks here, the South Africans. Even me walking around here, I get stares, and you know, this one guy walked up to me yesterday. He wasn't quite my height. He was a little bit shorter, but he could have seen that from a mile away that I was taller than him. So he wanted to approach me and ask me, "Are you taller than me?" I'm like, "You looking at me? I'm looking at you." That's what I said. "You looking at me? I'm looking at you. I'm definitely taller than you." And his wife, and he asked his wife, "Is he taller than me?" You know I'm taller than you. What do you anyway? So it's just strange to me that I'm treated as an American before being black. Because I'm all the way black 100%. I can't deny that. So that's just one thing I got to get used to, and I'll get used to it. Another thing is I can't get used to is like in the States, when you having a gathering, um you don't bring just like random people to your house. You like, let's just say Cheryl. If Cheryl's having something at her house and I want to bring somebody else, I'm gonna call Cheryl and say, Cheryl, I have so and so. Do you mind if I bring them? You know what I mean? I'm just not going to show up to somebody's house with a whole rugby team. Cheryl didn't account for that, with the drinks and whatever else. And then the rugby team comes with nothing in their hand. So you expect to just come to my house, the whole rugby team, and drink up all my alcohol? That's just something I guess I got to get used to. I don't know. I don't know. So it's a cultural difference. I was talking to the guy that picked me up yesterday, and we was talking about kids growing up this side and kids growing up that side. When we have kids in the States, at 18, most of our kids normally leave and go to college, go to the military, wherever, even get their own place. Justin told me yesterday, parents let their kids live in their houses here till they turn 30 years old sometime. No, that's not going to happen in the States. Because my thing is this: you're grown. You're going to be doing grown people things, smoking, drinking, hunching, doing whatever you do. You need your own place to do all of that stuff at. So that's another thing that is different between the Black Americans and South Africans, or either probably just Africans in general. I don't know. I just know South Africans and Zambians now. It's just a different mindset, I guess, because in the States, you have to fend for yourself. You have to learn how to survive on your own. Whereas here, if something happens to somebody in the family, the son actually, have to provide. In the States, it's a complete different ball game. And here, it's like you're obligated. It's like you're obligated to provide for someone in the family that's not doing as well. You know what I mean? And in the States, nah. If something happens to me, I don't expect my son to take care of my wife. That's not his job. His job is to take care of himself. You understand what I'm saying? And that's a cultural difference. And it's cool to each his own. But I'm just me and this discussion that me and Justin had. It was a real discussion, and he was like, "Man, I wish we could do it like that way here." That's it. I think more people get to know you. You are partaking in traditions. People will treat you like one of their own. However, there will be questions about the U.S. I don't have any issues about questions from the USA. Yesterday, this young lady we was all hanging out, and like every 15 minutes, she was like, question, how's New York? How is California? How's the traffic? How's this? I don't have a problem answering anything about the United States. Just like I don't think anybody has any problems answering questions that I have about South Africa. So I'm an open book. Anything you want to know about me, about the United States, please ask anytime. I'm always on board. I'm always ready to talk. Uncle Reggie said, I'm the only one hunching in my house. You're goddamn right. I remember my son, he did something crazy. And I told him, you will not be sleeping in my house when I'm out working. It's not happening. When I get up to go to work, you get up and go wherever you need to go at. And you don't come back in the house until I come back in the house. You understand what I'm saying? There's no way you're gonna lay up in my house and I'm out working. You know what I mean? So you're not obligated. See, it made from people that I talk to, they make it seem like they are obligated. You're not obligated, you're only obligated if you allow them. Okay. But from all the conversations that I had with South Africans, they made it seem like they was obligated to take care of, you know, and. You know what I mean? So I might have got my information wrong or just misunderstood maybe. But I'm just telling you the conversations that I'll be having with people. And like I said early in the podcast, I don't speak to Americans much. I speak to South Africans every day. I don't communicate with over the phone with any American. I just don't. And that's not by choice. It's just that's just how it is. You know? I don't except my kids, and not even all of them. You know, Red speaks to the kids more than I do. The culture you live in thing is deep. Family helps with versatility fees. With varsity fees, funerals and wedding, etc. And not so smart kids call it black tax or obligation. Nonsense. They benefited from it as well. I mean, like I was telling Justin yesterday, if you're taking care of this person here, that's taken away from your wife. That's taken away from your holiday that you want to have with your wife or your kids, and that's just me thinking if it had to be done. And Sia is kind of obligated for your parents. Sia, in the States, you know what my mother, I don't know which one told me this. And I know Red said it plenty of times to our kids. You're not obligated to take care of me. You know, you wasn't asked to be born. So you're not obligated to do anything once you're obligated to be a productive citizen once you get out of my house. That's the only obligation I want you to fulfill. You know, you get out, you do what you got, you be productive citizen in whatever field you want to be in, and don't have the police call to my house saying you got locked up. That's it. That's it. So, yeah, that's my rant, y'all. But we got some questions. We got some comments in here. They are saltless seasonings as well, Jabu. Cooking with Jasmine. Jasmine channel sells them. Huh? Since you're in the motherland, you'll have no problem finding them. Yo, I don't have a. Y'all listen. When we moved here, when I tell you I had a suitcase full of seasonings, my cabinet is full. I don't have issues with seasonings at all. But what I will do is this, because there were some comments about the groceries and stuff like that. When I get back to Joburg on Thursday, I get back Thursday morning. What I can do is I can make a video. I can go into Payless or one of the stores that we shop in, and I'll make a video. Because Red is absolutely right. There's not the shelves for canned goods is like this, you know, compared to the US, where you have a whole aisle full of canned goods. You know, so I'll make a video that sometime next week about the grocery store, because I got to let Red get some R&R, because I know the pups is wearing her out. You know, we know you want to be in Africa, but remember, we penalize black skin or with your accent because of such as televised. Far out concept. You know, I asked the people here yesterday the same question that you're talking about right now, as far as did they watch American stuff? Was they consumed with American TV growing up? And they said yes. And to me, it's, you know, South Africans and Zambians, they know just as much as we know, or even more. There was one song that came on a couple of days ago, And I was like, what is that? They looked at me like I was crazy. And you don't know who this is? I'm like, no, who's that? You know, they are more, South Africans and Zambians are just as in tuned as Black Americans are. It's a fact. I mean, we see it every day. When I go to these pubs in Soweto, I hear it every day. They singing every song, know all the words. Before the song comes on, they remember, yo, back in '89, remember that we was doing this and blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Uncle Reggie. I like the fact that in African culture, the people take care of one another. It's better than in the States when many of our loved ones pass. We got to set a GoFund or fish fry at the church. Yeah. But my thing is, I think you misunderstood. The word for me was obligated. You know, I don't think anyone should be obligated, because guess what? If my sister has 6 kids, I didn't tell her to have 6 kids. You know, she made that decision. She made that choice of, if you couldn't take care of them, why you continue having kids? You know, I have 5 kids. I can take care of my 5 kids when I had to. You know, my daughter made a Facebook post a couple of days ago, and she said, Daddy got a turtle, Daddy got a tortoise and 2 expensive ass dogs. I said, yeah, because you're not in my pocket no more. I'm not rich. I just don't have all them extra. I don't have y'all in my pocket the way I used to. But nah, Reggie, I understand, you know, if you can help out, yes, help out. But I don't think obligated should be the thing. The difference with South Africans base, because we just, I need to get my glasses fixed. Because we just go out to apartheid. So our parents did not have good jobs, education during apartheid. So sometimes there's a real need to look out. I understand that, but still, the word is obligated from what I was being told. I understand if you can do it, do it. If you want to, do it. But the key word was obligated. Facts, Jabu. Accountability, yes, for a lot of us. There you go. That's all I'm saying. So, y'all, I'm going to get off. We had an hour and 2. I thank you guys for watching, listening, watching. Please subscribe, like, share, comment, send us emails if you want something in particular for us to talk about, or something for y'all want us to go see and record so you can see it. Yes, let's let us know. Y'all got our information. And Wednesday, I plan on doing a podcast about my experience here in Zambia. I heard a little bit already. Y'all, this place here parties. This place, and they got some of the best chicken, y'all. They got this place called Hungry Lion. To me, it tastes like KFC. Everybody else tell me, nope, I'm bugging. But y'all, it is delicious. I'm not gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna let y'all know everything that happened on Wednesday. I would say Thursday, but Thursday I'll be back home, and the pup's gonna have all my attention. So, hey y'all, peace out. I gotta go. Time to watch some SWAT and just chill out tonight. Peace out, Jabu.